Welcome back to another walk around and test drive at Coyote Classics. Today we're going to be checking out this LeMans Blue 1969 Chevy Camaro. Really a sharp looking car, and it's got some really nice options too. Shay, you want to rev it up for us quick?
No problem.
Good sound and dual exhaust. Small block 350 underneath the hood. If you can hop out, we'll open the hood and
sounds good.
Let him hear it run from under the hood. Great colors too. I feel like in the 69 Camaro, LeMans Blue is one of my favorite color combinations, especially with the white stripes.
There we go.
Car's got four-wheel disc brakes. They added aftermarket air conditioning. It's got power steering, and like I said, a little small block Chevy 350 with headers.
Yeah, really nice car here, Del, but you can tell right here he says 71. Now that is the code for LeMans Blue, so this is the correct paint.
Nice, factory LeMans Blue car too. You can go ahead and shut it off. We'll go around it.
Sounds good.
We actually bought this car from our sales manager, Dave. So if you call, he knows the history on it because he was the owner. Drove it to work a couple times, and it's a 45-minute drive one way to work. So really great car mechanically. Bumper's in good shape. Grille looks nice.
Yeah, really, really nice car we got here. I'm a huge fan of these white LeMans stripes. I think they really help set this car off.
I do too. Hood gap's great. Around the edges, you're going to see just a little bit of buffing compound. That stuff's really hard to get off on the first wash. But that's all just a little buffing compound there. But windshield's in good shape. Top of the dash is nice. And air conditioning is really nice to have in something like this, especially on days like today.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned, they did go ahead and do four-wheel disc brakes. Front fender's in good shape. You do have a small little chip here on the body line. But door line's up good. Rocker all the way along the bottom, all the way to the back. All that's really clean. Door line's up great. I like how they did the exhaust tips too.
Yeah, those chromed exhaust tips look really nice.
They do. Really nice and straight up and down the sides as well.
Mm-hmm.
The interior's kind of unique too. They did like the houndstooth, but they did a leather wrapped, more high back bucket seat. The driver's seat's five-way power seat.
They are. Yeah, it's really kind of interesting to see these modern seats with the houndstooth interior, and I think it really looks great. It's something that's definitely unique and sure to stick out at any of your next car shows.
Yeah, it makes it real comfortable to drive too. All the dash and wood grain, all that's in great shape.
Really is beautiful in here, and I really like this wood grain trim. It's super tasteful, not really overdone, just very 60s. I think it's really well done.
Yeah. Back seat's nice too, and that's a leather also. All new padding, and they also installed these shoulder belts, which seems like lately we've been having requests from customers buying cars wanting those. So we've put a couple sets of them in here recently, and those are awfully nice, especially if you're going to drive the car often. Door jamb paint's good. Door panels are like new. Yeah. Corner of the door is rust-free. Still see the factory seam there.
Yeah, this chrome bright work on the interior is spotless too. It's real shiny and really helps set it off.
Yeah, they did a nice job.
Yep.
In the back package tray, you got a couple 6x9s.
Yep.
Back glass looks good. No one ever filled these in. You know, they just left the factory seam there.
Yep.
Rear bumper's been re-chromed as well.
Yep.
Taillights look good. Not a whole lot to point out on this thing. Couple small little chips, but
just very, very just complete and solid, nice car.
It is. We'll go ahead and drive it here too in a few minutes, but going down the road, the only thing I would change on this if it was my car, it's got some real highway gears in it.
Yep.
Probably 305 rear end gears if I had to guess. And so if you want a little more snort from a stop, then you'd want to probably put a little taller gear in it. But sounds good, goes down the road good, something you can drive at 75, 80 miles an hour and cruise and enjoy.
Yeah. And this thing's body lines are just laser straight. I'm a huge fan of these 69 creases that were specific to this car, how they kind of crease here and then kind of just tighten up near this rear belt line, and then they come right back up and they flare alongside the rear. I really think that on these 69 specifically, it really helps it stand off, and I just love the look of these Camaros. And hey, I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah, Camaro, there you go. I like it. And as you mentioned, the gaps, driver's door and passenger door both fit awesome. You got a small little chip here on the door edge on this driver's side, but overall very nice. Same thing with the hood gap, sits down in there perfectly. Small little chip here on the front fender. I know, it's awesome. Just like on the passenger side, driver's side door panel's awesome. So is the corner of the door. Door jamb paint, all that's real nice. Well, should we take it for a spin?
Yeah,
Shane?
let's do it.
Another nice option too is the tilt wheel.
Yeah. I really like on a lot of these factory air conditioning on their like aftermarket air conditioning systems. They're kind of like goofily. You just set them off down here. You have to turn a dial or something. But these, they're integrated into the dashboard, and I think that looks really nice. It makes everything just look real clean and simple, and I like how it's done.
Yeah, I like it too. It's a factory tack, and that works. Horn works. Let's test that air out on today, shall we? I think Justin put a charge to it.
Yeah, nice and cold.
Radio. So that works
Wow,
good.
that sounds really nice actually.
Yep.
Crystal clear.
And then you got your gauges down here.
Yeah.
Alternator gauge works, gas gauge works, oil pressure, carries really good oil pressure. And then our temp gauge we'll check on here in a second. I think that works too, but we'll know when we go down the road. I'll hand that over to you, Shane.
Yeah. Yeah, I love these horseshoe shifters on the Camaros. They really just make these things just super unique and so fun to drive.
Yeah.
Super quirky.
Absolutely. So it does sound a little bit of, still has to get up and go.
Oh man.
So here's your four-wheel disc brakes. Stop perfect, no pull left or right.
That's real nice.
And they're not power either, but with the four-wheel disc brakes, they stop like it. Turn signal indicator in the dash works. See your wipers.
Yeah, those are working fine.
Work as well.
Wow. This is a real solid car here.
It is, and like you said, it's got a lot of nice options.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With the interior, the air,
super,
tilt.
yeah, super livable. Oh, she picks up.
Yeah, it's got more power than it did when I initially drove it. I think the guys must have did a little tune to it. But here's it going down the road. No hands on the wheel, no knee steering it. Goes down the road nice and straight.
Yeah.
That's the big thing with this car. Like I said, Dave drove it to work a handful of times, 45 minutes one way. So, I mean, I remember an hour and a half round trip and never had any issues with it.
No, he liked taking this to car shows as well. Super good for that.
Kick downward. And at like 85, 90 mile an hour, you're at about 3,000 RPM. So it's got good highway gears, like I was saying earlier. Here's your brakes coming from a higher speed, no pull left or right on the wheel. Wow. Real nice pedal. Just a good car ready to jump in and drive anywhere.
Yeah, starts right on.
And our temp gauge is coming up too. So temp gauge, all the gauges work. Including the tack and speedo.
That looks good.
And our AC works as well.
Yep, AC's working fine.
It's a good car. Check it out on the website, coyoteclassics.com. I'll put a link down in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.